we haven't got an event without these people.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure they are really, really excited to be here, as we all are. They're all just getting to position, and you know, like you said, Paul, there's no competition without the officials.
Right, first up, we got the women's 400-meter freestyle. Shabalina is in lane 0 on that far side. Gold in the 200-meter freestyle. She looked extremely good yesterday, the S14 athlete. And again, you can see there are the spread of the disabilities from S8 all the way up to S14 today, where today's 400 meters goes from the class of S6 to S14. Definitely one to look out for Shabalina. Lily Fox-Mason as well was first in the B final, so she finished 9th overall. But there is a very, very strong core of this group that did compete in that A final yesterday in the 100 and the 200 meter freestyle. So we're expecting a competitive race, aren't we?
Yes, I think we can expect a longer version of the 200 meters yesterday. Everyone got a little bit of their nerves out of the way, I hope.
Ayano Tsujuchi got silver in that 100 meters with 101, but again, we spoke about this yesterday, didn't we, Teresa? You spoke and talked about the ability to pace yourself and not go out too quick. We know a lot of athletes entered the pool yesterday in that 100 meters just to warm up, get a feel for the event, and just to basically get rid of the cobwebs. So it really, really starts today for a lot of the athletes, because breaststroke's coming up later on, and now a more endurance race with the 400 meter freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is just trying to get shake it off a little bit in the first day of the events. We've got a bit more specialization today, I guess. 400 free, we have the breaststrokers coming out tonight. And I think everyone is just raring to go.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. We are going to be in for a day of great fun, that's for sure. But the fastest race time that has been posted to enter is from Galina Bazniaki, who was second in the B final yesterday. She lost by 1 point getting into the main final. 5:17.87 she has raced, and submitted that time from Sri Lanka to go into this. The athletes just making their way out now to the pool. Shabalina will be in lane 0 on the far side. It is a 10-lane track, as it were, for the events, particularly for the heats. All the finals will be 8, but because of the number of athletes that are entering so many different competitions, because it is a multi-classification, that is why we are utilising all 10 lanes. So Shabalina in 0. We got Morales Galvan, who was 4th in the youth final yesterday in the freestyle at 100 in lane 1 from Mexico. Bazniaki, we've already mentioned her. She is in lane 2. Liedra Malinaldo is in lane 3. Tsujuchi, who won silver in the 100 yesterday, in lane 4. Chong in lane 5. Lily Mason, lane 6. Singapore's very own Danielle Moi, who was 8th in the A final yesterday, the 100 meters. And Crucera Rodriguez in lane number 8. Off they go. There was no messing around there. The heat's very, very much underway. And what are we expecting, Teresa? Because there is a mix and a cross of these classifications all the way down from S8 all the way through to S14.
Yeah, so it is a deliberate attempt for organizers when they have 400 meters, the longer races. It's for the higher classifications, because usually the lower classification swimmers cannot swim as longer distance. So you see that this event is only from S6 onwards, so a little bit of the higher classifications. In this race, you can see there's mostly S14s, but from S8s to S9s, you will see some distance differences in speed because of the different classifications. So you may expect to find that the S12s or S14s are the ones leading the pack, but that does not mean that they will win the race, because as Paul mentioned, it is a multi-class event, and that means that the point system is in play.
Well, we saw that amazingly yesterday, didn't we, with Teresa Perales, where she came back, and by the time she finished, she was so close to breaking that world record.
It was painfully close. And I think we were all, you know, she came in last and almost, 2 minutes after everybody else. But because of the point system, she was second in her S2 class compared to the rest of the field in their S14 classes.
Well, she actually won the heats because of that, with that time of 4:41, which is the world record. She was just outside that with 4:44.
Yes, the world record that she almost broke was by our very own Ping Xiu. So I did speak to Ping Xiu yesterday. I said, your world record was in danger.
No, it's amazing to have that. You had a world record as well at one stage. So, I mean, it's an amazing achievement to know that you are actually the best in the world.
At that time.
No, at that specific time, globally, you are number one.
Yeah, I held a couple of world records in my time. And to be honest, it was never really something to reach for, just because my coaches always felt like that wasn't the goal of what I was aiming for. You know, I was always wanting to be faster than myself.
You said it yesterday. It was it's you against the pool, isn't it? It's you bettering yourself.
Yeah, I think you can see it in these World Para Series events, especially because due to you see different classifications, everybody kind of has to focus on themselves. Because you can look on your right and somebody's way in front of you, but they could be in a completely different classification.
That's what makes this so special. There is Valeria Shabalina. She has got 3 golds from Paralympics, and she is trying to push and pull away here. It's the guys in the middle, none more so than Sujuchi, who won the silver yesterday. She's looking to try and close that gap, but Valeria Shabalina has been in very, very good form since coming here to Singapore and is looking very strong. She is the one that's leading the pack. And has 100 to go. Everybody turning, and there's that middle pack again. As you mentioned, the S12 and S14 athletes keeping close together. Sujuchi and Chung Soo Kei from Hong Kong. Having a really good swim as well in lane number 6 is Lily Mason, the youngster from New Zealand, who put a real good performance in yesterday as well. She was first in the B final in the freestyle, so just missed out on making the major final. And of course, won the youth event as well with her time of 1:07.21. She's looking very, very strong in lane 6. So we're almost going to be at the end of this one. Valeria Shabalina is coming through, and it looks as though she will touch first and look very, very comfortable at 4:45.32. That's 9 points. That is a good benchmark to set this early in the morning on a Saturday. Now we've got the others coming in. It's just going to be lane 4. Sujuchi that gets the touch for second. Chung from Hong Kong in third. But again, she will go above Sujuchi because of the classification. But as it stands at the moment, it is Shabalina that stays out in front. That can change, and it may change very, very shortly. As we see other athletes coming through, Danielle Moi in lane number 7, she touches. She'll finish in and around the 7th position, depending on what happens with Morales Galvin. She's an S14 athlete, so she's not going to make a difference. But on this near side, Videna Rodriguez, who's S8, is going to touch, and she will be the last one to touch. But it doesn't upset anything at all, so that just means it will stay the way that Shabalina will take the win, and quite comprehensively, it has to be said as well. She looked very, very comfortable there.
She was very comfortable, away from the pack. I think it's a good strategy. You know, you don't let them see where you are. You're away at the far end of the lanes, swimming your own race. and coming in first.
So that won't happen in the finals later. She's going to get banged straight in the middle, front and centre.
There's no more hiding.
Yeah, the question is can she back that up a little bit later on? So because of the classification, because of the points, it means that Maldonado just comes into that second place, which drops down Cheong Soo Ki into third from Hong Kong and Lily Fox Mason into fourth.